Morning, everybody. Fred Marple here. I'm down the road a little bit visiting my great nephews, and so I got some help with me this morning. My cameraman this morning is Tyler. Turn the camera around, Tyler, and say hi to folks.
Hi.
Hi. And my sound man this morning is Caleb. Can you wave? Hi. All right. Back to me now. Well, let's see. Maybe turn the camera a little bit this way. There we go. Okay, there, good. Yes. Anyway, welcome to Fridays with Fred. My name is Fred Marple, coming to you from Frost Heath, New Hampshire. It is getting a little colder out, and consequently, we are having the annual mouse infestation happening. Mice coming in from the fields, trying to get nice and warm in the cellar. Martin Kessler, he always gets a lot of mice coming into his cellar, and his wife uses them little traps. They're like tiny have-a-heart traps. Doesn't kill them, you know, and because his wife don't like finding the mice, ex-mice, under the sink or wherever, you know. So Martin, he has these little traps in the cellar, and he catches the mice, but he's from the city. He don't understand. He takes them outside to the end of the driveway and he drops them off. Well, these mice ain't stupid. They just come right back into the house. For them, this is like an amusement park ride. They're down in the cellar. They are lined up, waiting to get their chance at the ride, and then they just keep coming back in. Martin does the same thing in the spring. He has a sump pump. Water comes in the cellar. He pumps it out of the house, right outside the house, where it runs back in again. He's just recycling the water. In the winter, he's recycling mice. What else is going on? Ladies are getting ready to working on the Snowflake Fair. Snowflake, the annual holiday fair, coming up next weekend. You don't want to miss it. Mavis and Avis Tompkins, all the ladies have been busy making elegant crafts. I think I told you, Mavis makes these knitted toilet paper covers that looks like a Southern belle with an actual doll stuck in the middle, and the knitting is her dress. Just lovely. And her sister Avis makes decorated bars of soap with ribbons and sparklies and G-jars and stuff all over it. Those are quite nice too. And other things that ladies make based on whatever they could steal from Pinterest recently, you know. Often there is quite a bit of, what shall I say, bickering that goes on amongst the ladies about how the Snowflake Fair is going to be organized, you know. Is it going to be, the table's going to run this way or this way, and just there's too many chiefs, if you know what I mean, or too many princesses, whatever. Anyway, this year, however, and starting last year, they have been getting along quite a bit better because they have snacks at the fair, and they asked Elsie Tinkham to bring cider to the fair, and she couldn't find regular cider, so she found this cider that was in these little bottles, 6 to a pack, and she brought them to the meeting. She poured the bottles into a punch bowl, put some cinnamon on top, and brought it to the meeting where they make their crafts. And the ladies just love that cider, and she has been bringing it ever since. And the ladies are getting along much better now that Elsie is bringing cider to the meetings. I see a bunch of folks are checking in. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I am down the street at my grandnephew's house, and they are helping me with the sound and the camera this morning. Let's see, what else is going on? The Snowflake Fair, mice infestation. Once again, I would like to thank the sponsor for this show, except that I don't have a sponsor. So if your company would like to support high quality entertainment, or even my show, get in touch and you can be a sponsor for this show. I see my friend Christine from Hancock, New Hampshire has checked in. Good morning, Christine. Always nice to hear from you. Let's see. But since I don't have a sponsor, I will do a little commercial here for my book, Welcome to Frosties, which just won a Reader's Choice Award from the New Hampshire Literary Awards, just saying. So I thought I would read an item from the past, a former news item from the book here. Wine tasting at the market. On Wednesday, the Frosties Market will be doing a wine tasting. It's the first time we've done this, so I'm hoping folks will turn out, said owner Moochie Mueller. Moochie had hoped to have a variety of wines for folks to sample, but it didn't work out that way. Basically, we got Herb Cullen's zucchini wine, he said, noting that it comes in a gallon jug and is an excellent value for drinking or removing tarnish from silverware. Wine tasting at the market. You can find that story and many other interesting facts in Welcome to Frosties, my book, which is available from fredmarple.com or at your local bookstore. If you're in Peterborough, go to the Toadstool. I think they got some there. Or at that online Amazonian.com or whatever it is. Well, let's see. I think it's time for the police report. Our favorite part of the paper, featuring actual items from the local paper with my commentary. Maury just checking in from Hampstead. Love to hear where you're from, folks. If you're watching in, just tune in. Let me know where you're tuning in to Fridays with Fred. All right, the police report. Here's what's happening this week in Frosties and the regional area. Noise complaint. At 10:14 p.m., a Granite Street resident reported that his neighbors upstairs were making a lot of noise and might have been arguing about something. Police found it was a mother disciplining her children. You call the police when the neighbors are arguing, or mom is yelling at her kids. Let's see. We got burglary, quite a few road hazards, folks. Let's see. Property lost. At 9:16 a.m., a resident reported she had lost her keys. I didn't know that was a service the police provided. I could call the police quite a few times about these glasses alone, just the glasses, you know, not to mention items of clothing or my mind, which I lose frequently. Next time I do, I'm going to call the police. Assist, arrest, assist. At 4:55 p.m., a resident reported a neighbor had slapped her hand while she was trying to open the door to her building. More to that story. Let's see here. Assist, suspicious there's always a lot of suspicious persons, folks. I don't know why everybody thinks everybody else is so suspicious. Usually they are not suspicious. But anyway, let's see. Here's road hazard. At 1:50 a.m., police moved a blanket out of the road at the intersection of Briggs Road and Union Street. Police moved a blanket out of the road. This is one of those stories that says to you, there is more to the story. You know, I mean, first of all, what is a blanket doing in the middle of the street? Was somebody sleeping in the street? You know, and and then who called it in? You got to imagine it going, there's a blanket in the street. Crime, you know. As I said, there's always a lot of suspicious people. Earl is checking in from Plymouth. Good morning, Earl. I see my friend Tom is there. If I don't mention you folks when you check in, I apologize. You know, there's so many people here. There must be, 4 or 5 of you listening at this time. So if I forget somebody, please forgive me. But it's lovely to have all of you this morning. Join me for the police report. We just did road hazard, the infamous blanket in the road. And now finally, we talked about suspicious people. But then now we have a suspicious vehicle. All right. At 7:53 a.m., a property owner on Main Street reported a man sleeping in a vehicle on her property. Police found the man was her neighbor on a shared driveway, and he moved his vehicle. A man sleeping in his car in his own driveway, or a driveway he shared with his neighbor, and she reported it. Well, folks, again, a crime wave in New Hampshire. What can I say? The police log in Frost Heaves, folks, it's always surprising and amazing. Now I see my music has died out here, so I'm going to have Caleb bring that back over here, bring the sound system over here, because it's very important for production values. Thank you, Caleb. Production values to get this music going here, so that we can fade out in a nice professional way. All right, now, Caleb, you hold that right there. And I'm going to thank my cameraman Tyler once again, and my sound person Caleb, two stellar workers, and they're just great here, folks. Remember, this is Fridays with Fred. I'm here, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, every Friday at 8 a.m. Hey, folks, do something nice for a neighbor today, especially if it's somebody that you disagree with, all right? Go out there and do something nice. God bless everybody. See you next time on Fridays with Fred from Frost Heaves, New Hampshire. Remember, you can't get there from here.